Hello students. So we are back again with the chapter Plant Life. Today we will be discussing about fruit. What is a fruit? Fruit is the mature or ripened ovary. It bears seeds. Most of the fruits are edible and have high nutrition value. Yes, we are eating fruits. So most of the fruits are edible and they have a very good nutrition values. Like many fruits contains vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, etc. Parts of a fruit. A fruit consists of two parts, pericarp and a seed. So, pericarp consists of three parts again. And this pericarp, it develops from the wall of ovary. It consists of three parts, epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Now, epicarp, it is the outermost thin layer. Mesocarp is the sweet and the fleshy middle part. Endocarp, it is the innermost hard part and it contains seeds. Types of fruits. There are two types of fruits. One is a dry fruit and another is the fleshy fruit. Dry fruit. Now, in this fruit, the pericarp is not fleshy. It is thin, hard and encloses the seed. For example, these raisins, the walnut, all comes under dry fruits. Fleshy fruits. In these fruits, the pericarp is thick and fleshy. So, all the fruits like banana, apple, grapes, all comes under fleshy fruits. Functions of a fruit. It protects the seeds from animals and unfavorable environmental conditions. It attracts animals which help in dispersal of seeds. It stores food materials. Seeds. Ovules develop into seed after fertilization. And a fruit may have only one seed like mango, or they may have many seeds like orange, papaya, tomatoes, etc. Seeds, they vary in shape, size and appearance. Structure of a seed. The seed has an outer covering. That outer covering is called as seed coat. A baby plant called embryo is present inside the seed coat. An embryo consists of three parts. They are plumule that develops into shoot, radicle that develops into root and cotyledon which stores the reserve food materials. I repeat, plumule develops into shoot, radicle develops into root and the cotyledons stores reserve food material. Types of seeds. Seeds are of two types depending on the number of cotyledons. They are monocot seeds and dicot seeds. So, seeds which have only one cotyledon, they are called as the monocot seed. For example, wheat. And a seed which have two cotyledons, for example, bean, they are called as dicot seeds. Germination of seeds. Now, when seeds get suitable temperature, water, air, light, they germinate. And they germinate to produce a new plant. And the process by which the seeds becomes active and grows into a new plant, this is called as germination. So, an embryo actually they lies in dormant in a seed. Dormant means they are not expressive one. And in the presence of some suitable conditions, they becomes active and they develops into a small seedling. And the process by which the seeds becomes active and grows into a new plant, this is called as germination. Actually, during this germination process, the seed swells. Why they swells? Because they absorbs water. So, as a result, the seed coat becomes soft. So, when the seed coat soft, they burst. The radicle then quickly elongates grows downward and gives rise to root. And the plumule also comes out, grows upward, and that gives rise to shoot. And the cotyledons, they form the first leaf of plant. Conditions required for germination. Now, there are three conditions which are necessary for the process of germination. They are water, air, and temperature. Now, water is needed for the seed to swell up and to burst open. As a result, it is also required to make the stored food soluble to feed embryo. Air, oxygen is needed for respiration, and the energy that are released due to oxidation of this stored food is required for the growth of embryo. Temperature, ideal temperature is 35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. So extremely low or extremely high temperatures are not favorable for this seed germinations. So what are the conditions required for germination? The conditions required for germination are water, presence of water, air, and temperature, appropriate temperature. So here are some home assignments for you. Question number 1. What is a fruit? Name various parts of a fruit. Question number 2. Define germination. What are the conditions required for germination of seeds? Question number 3. Describe the structure of a seed with the help of a diagram. So, students, I had said you where to write your assignments. You will be writing in your leftover pages of your previous assignment copy or weekly test copy or classwork or homework copies. You can staple the pages and you can write down these home assignments or review questions in that pages. And I hope all of you understood this chapter. So, we will be discussing about the new chapter, next chapter in our next video. Thank you.